Hi, and welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. It's the Mark and Miriam show, and this is our special winter show. You just heard Roger Salloom with In the Snow, and we started off with Peter Mulvey and SistaStrings on the eve of the inaugural. Let's go to Roger Salloom in the Snow from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Worcester, Worcester, Worcester. Roger is to Worcester, they say, as the boss is to New Jersey.
That makes sense. Hey, Roger is in the essential Western New England songbook with "Gotta Get Out of Worcester."
Do I pick them? I'm picking like all of the faves of essential Western New England songbook. Yeah, I mean, Roger has been around a long time and he's quite the songwriter. Yes, he's got to get out of Worcester. I think he did get out of Worcester. I do think he lives in Northampton right now. He's lived other places besides Worcester, but he's had quite a career. I knew, and he's performed with Van Morrison, Santana, Cheech and Chong, Dog Watson, NRBQ, Jonathan Edwards, Paul Butterfield, and many others. I mean, that's a lot of range just right there
Yeah.
without the many others. That's a lot of different people. But uh, I knew that Roger would have something to say about winter because he's a real New England guy. And what I love about this song is it's not really about winter. It's he's telling a story, but the backdrop is it takes place during the winter.
Ah.
Both of these songs do, which is something that makes sense and one of the things that I want to point out because when you're from the Northeast, a chunk of your time is spent during the winter. And when you're a songwriter, you're a storyteller, and it's likely that a number of those stories are going to happen with the backdrop of the winter. If I ask you, Mark, oh, tell me a story about college, or tell me a story about your kids, or tell me a story about, the first love of your life, or something, there might be part of it that say, oh, there was this big snowstorm,
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
right?
1977. Oh boy.
Right? As a like, unless you went to like the U of T in Austin,
Yeah.
that probably wouldn't be a story that came up. But for us, it does. So he's talking about this story, and there's the snow, and I think even the boss talks about snow in his songs. I grew up in New Jersey, and man, it snowed a lot. But unfortunately, the boss doesn't have a relationship with Western New England, and I can't play him except on a pairing show, maybe.
There you go. And Peter Mulvey and
Yes.
SistaStrings. Tell me
Oh my.
more.
I know. So Peter Mulvey is a transplant to Northampton. He is a singer-songwriter who is quite prolific, really prolific. And he's, probably around my age, but he is from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So he is no stranger to snow and winter for sure. So even though he lives in Northampton now, it's not like he came from South Carolina or to somewhere like that,
Yeah.
where unfortunately they do get snow and ice this winter, and they're not really prepared for that. But so he knows all about snow, but he is something else. His songs are, I gotta tell you, I've been listening to his songs a lot, and they all just he's a poet. I mean, he is something else. He writes songs about poets. He's very political in some of his songs, and he's very specific in his songs, and he just writes really great songs. I find him extremely inspirational. And also, as you and we're big, you know,
Yeah.
Ani DeFranco.
I don't see how she kind of picked him. He is a little bit different than her usual picks for Righteous Babe Records, but
And he is signed to Righteous Babe. He's
yeah.
signed to, and you know, she has the eye for the talent.
Oh, she does.
She knows, she knows who's good. And Peter Mulvey is good. And this song, I wrote to him, and unfortunately, I just wrote to him last night, so he didn't get back to me. And I respect that, which means he doesn't live on the internet. He's actually living his life. Because I was so fascinated. Once again, this is a song that anyone in the Northeast can relate to when it's the winter and you have to get gas at night in the cold. We all know, like, oh God, I have to like get out of the car and do this. We all know what that feeling is like. We can all capture that. And yet there's so many levels to this song. You know, he's at the pump, he's looking at the across the way at the baby, the woman, and it's the eve of the inaugural. I was so curious. I wanted to ask him, like, I mean, this song was released in 2022. Like, which inaugural was it? Um, I, I had so many questions about it.
Yeah.
Um, and using the word hominid.
I loved that. I was like, I think the only second time I've ever heard somebody use hominid in a song.
I know the baby hominid and the and you're a dad, you know, you know that I'm not a parent, but I am aware that babies smile when they smile at you or when they might have gas or indigestion. You just don't know why they're
Mm.
smiling. Um, but there are just so many like different layers to the song on the backdrop of having freezing cold hands pumping gas during the winter.
Oh yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah, it's it's very specific. It's very rich, and it's very evocative of something that's so familiar to us.
And Peter Mulvey and SistaStrings will be performing at the Academy of Music in Northampton, supporting Dar Williams on
Ah,
February 20th.
that is right down the street from my house. And I think it might be snowing that night, according to the long range forecast. And I can walk there in the snow. Like a little hominid walking in her boots to see the show. Um, and I might do that because I think I love Dar Williams and I think that could be a great show.
Absolutely. So, what do we have coming up?
We have two songs that have nothing to do with winter, nothing to do with winter, but I'm just, you know, doing a play on words because
Ah,
why not? Let's have some fun while we're trapped in the house, having cabin fever. We're going to hear one of our favorites,
very, very old song. Yeah. And a
very
very,
old
very
song,
new
and
song.
we love Sarah Barrios,
Oh,
right?
yes,
Yes, she's so cool,
she is.
so cool. And but we're going to hear from the Geils Band, Freeze Frame.
Freeze frame.
Freeze Frame.
Ooh. Gosh, I haven't heard this in like 50 years.
Well, you're going to hear it right now.